Hey guys, these are our top 5 electric guitar amps of this year.
Hello guys and welcome to Thommann's Guitars and Basses. My name is Guillaume.
And I'm Kris. Hey guys, this time we're checking out our top 5 amps of this year.
Yes, sir.
This is a bit of everything. A mixture of bestsellers and hyped amps and just amps that we are really looking forward to show you and play.
Yes. Yeah, we've got some metal stuff, we've got some clean stuff, we've got some in-between stuff.
And
all of this stuff.
Believe it or not, we have all 5 on screen. I'm looking forward to see if you find a 5th one. Oh!
Well, as well though. Okay, but before we get started, let's just mention that we will be using all of the amps, not through a cab, but through the 2-Notes Torpedo Captor X. Because we just didn't know where else to put it.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a pedal, it's not an amp, what is it? It's like somewhere in between.
Yeah.
But it's hyped for a good reason. It's also brand new, and we wanted to put it in one of the videos, and it makes a lot of sense to use a load box, an IR loader, and cab sim in an amp video. The first head is going to be the G20, which is funny because it has a 2-Notes cab simulation built in, but we're not going to be using it. We're going to be using the Captor X instead. So, you want to hear it clean?
Yes.
Why?
Because...
just kidding. It's an awesome clean channel. Let's do it. I'll play it clean and maybe throw on a delay and a low gain overdrive just to see how that goes. So yes, it's a high gain monster, which I'll show in a sec, but it's a pedal amp too.
It's the D20, but with some extra juice.
Well, the clean channel is voiced differently, but it's a similar experience, just a different flavor. But the G20 has all the aggression. That's going to be the gain channel without the aggression on. Blue. And red aggression. That sounds so mean, man.
All right, amp number 2 for today is the ENGL Fireball 25. We have done a video on this amp. It will probably be linked somewhere around our faces.
Or in the description box.
Or in the description box.
That's an option too.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much the big O 100-watt scaled down to 25. You have a noise gate at the back, which is very nice if you're playing high gain. You just felt it right now. Yeah, and you have the mid boost, the typical ENGL things you would expect, and it looks like the big one.
Yeah, it doesn't sound any smaller than the bigger ones for sure. This stuff is like good. And before we go on with amp number 3, I just want to let you guys know that we will be using the exact same IR throughout all the 5 amps. Yeah.
It's a cab simulation and mic simulation from 2-Notes, which will be on screen right now.
And with that said, let's have a look at amp number 3 today. Again, 2020 was a really good year for heavy metal amplifiers. So let's check out what's next. that was
Metal!
that was tasty, man. So that was the Harley Benton Tube 15 combo, which is not a metal amplifier.
Nah, not really. I mean, it can do metal if you have metal pedals. Here you go.
The way you sneak in your leads with the volume, like, is he done? Oh no, he's not. That's good.
Yeah, so this was the one player Pantheon and the Archer, and they work well together, but only if the amp reacts well, which
it does.
luckily it does. It's pretty simple. It has one channel, it has a reverb, it's great with pedals, and you get a selection speaker. The
True.
780. Whatever.
Nice.
Okay.
And that leads us to amp number 4 today, which is the Orange Terror Stamp.
This small.
Yay big. Dude,
yeah,
that's
sorry,
loud.
I was messing around with the 2 drives and the Volante for some verb and delay.
Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet sounds.
Because why wouldn't you not want to use awesome pedals with something like this?
Definitely. That's crazy loud.
Yeah, it's surprisingly loud.
Yeah.
Gain is at like 1/4 and volume is like 3/4.
That's insane. The Orange Terror Stamp stands for Stomp Amplifier because it's an amplifier the size of a stomp box, which is ridiculous. It's a hybrid amplifier with a proper tube preamp section and a solid state power stage of a grand total of 20 watts.
It sounds so much more than just 20 watts.
It sounds really, really big. It also has a second volume that you can use as a boost, like as a second channel kind of a thing.
Like a solo channel, I guess.
Yeah, and yeah, it's, as we've proved at this point, a great pedal platform.
Yeah.
And to wrap things up, it also features an emulated out if you want to record like directly into your interface, which is cool, and a traditional cab speaker out if you want to use a cab on stage and rock on.
Which is exactly what we're using now with the Captor X.
True.
Let's move on to our last but not least amp.
The final amp.
Good
Well
air guitar playing.
Thank you.
Dude, this thing is...
It's crazy.
Not so bad.
Yeah, it sounds like things I've heard on albums,
Yes.
but it doesn't
Yes.
sound like anything I've ever played.
Nope.
Which is kind of crazy. I've played a lot of
heard
stuff.
Soldanos, for like the whole of my life, obviously, but I never had the chance to play one until this year's NAMM show.
Yeah.
And it was just a few seconds. I didn't have time to tweak it. I was blown away, but this is a different experience if you spend like 5 minutes with the knobs. You
That's
crank
kinda
it
crazy.
properly, and it's an experience I wish everyone head at least once to hear the sound and experience the sound.
Yeah, it's something else.
It's very good.
I'd like to try the clean channel.
Yeah,
on it,
sure.
See if I'm sold as well.
I just play one big chord with the humbuckers on the clean channel, just that you guys see that 30 watts can have a ton of headroom.
It turns red.
It turns very much red. This is stage volume, and this is a humbucker which is really pokey, and it's not distorting. Or just a hint, which is...
Yeah, barely.
All right, you go.
So we lost about 30 dBs, but does it sound good clean? Aha!
Yeah.
Well, it is very expensive.
Yeah.
That's definitely a
Fair
con.
enough.
That's a con for me, but worth it though?
Well, it's very subjective. Is it worth for you?
Oh yeah.
For me, you know,
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of the best amps I've ever played. And
Yeah.
that's a fact. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much it costs.
Fair enough. What a good selection this year we've had.
Yeah, yeah.
That's some really good
Pretty
stuff.
strong, yeah. I mean, I was mostly surprised about the orange.
Yeah. That
Which
was
is-
mind-blowing.
And yeah, your favorite?
Well, it did feel really, really good playing Architects on the ENGL, to be honest. Like, that was something that I really wanted to do. Honestly, this is mind-blowing, but I expect it to be mind-blown. I would get the orange, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like I've got a good amp. I've got a good tube amp, but the orange is like, damn, that fits in my back pocket.
Yeah, yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's
absolutely.
cool. So
Yeah. For me, it's really hard because the 215 always surprises me how well it takes
For
pedals.
sure.
And especially if you connect it to like a 2x12, it's all the sounds. So it's a surprise all the time. ENGL, I mean, come on, it's a fireball. It's a classic. G20, I love these amps. It's super versatile too and everything. The orange is fun and crazy, surprising, but for me, it's the slow.
Yeah.
It's
one of each. One of each, please.
You guys let us know what you love most. Which is your favorite amp?
Also, if it's not on the list, because obviously these are only 5 of the amps, all of the amps that came out this year. Your favorite is probably not in that top. Let us know which one it is in the comment section down below.
We'll be there and we will see you very soon, especially if you hit subscribe and ring that bell because you get notified if we get a new video online.
Yes.
Did I forget anything?
No, we're good.
Then let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
You guys, have a nice week. Cheers.
I don't appreciate being treated like that. I'm a princess. I deserve better.